Hello friends, Editing Katie here to introduce you to this video. I decided to split up my January wrap-up and my February TBR, so this is the second half of that video. So yeah, it's a TBR video of what I'm gonna hopefully be reading in February. It's ambitious, but I'll let past Katie show you all of her bad decisions. Now, I'm gonna be honest, my February TBR is really ambitious. Let's first talk about Books and Lala's buzzword games. So February's word or theme is color. And so for this, I already have a book that I was going to read in February anyway, but I decided I'm gonna use it for this, and that is City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. This is a 18th century Cairo, Middle Eastern inspired fantasy that I have heard nothing but great things about. This is an adult fantasy, so it's a thick, chunky boy with thin pages and small print, my favorite. I really do not know much about what is going on in this book, what's happening. I just know that it takes place in 18th century Cairo. There's a djinn, there's an ancient city of brass, probably, and sounds just so good. I like going into fantasies without knowing a lot about what the concept entails because I like to discover that with the author. I let the author give me the information as they see fit, so I tend to not read the backs of things, so I could be completely off. I just know it's about djinn. And I love djinn because one of my favorite fantasy series, which we'll talk about in a second, also has djinn in it. Anyway, this is my pick for that, as brass is a color. The next book that I'm hoping to read in the month of February is a book I should have read months ago, but my brain likes to do this thing where I get a book that I've really been anticipating and then I don't read it for months because I'm afraid of it. And that is The Sky Beyond the Storm by Sabaa Tahir, which is the fourth and final book in the Ember Quartet. And let me tell you, I am so distressed that this is the end because I love these characters with my entire... So, I'm going to suck it up and I'm going to read it, and it's going to break me. It's gonna break me in half, and I'm just... I don't want the series to end. I don't want to know that my favorites may die, and I may never get to see them again. Anyway, I can't tell you much about this series because this is the fourth and final book, because I can't tell you what the spoilers are in this. Because I can't. Just go pick up these books and read them. They're so good. This is a YA fantasy, and I feel like I've gabbed enough about them on my channel, so please go read them. They're so fucking good. So fucking good. Please go read them immediately. So the next book I'm hoping to get to is one that I'm hoping to get to because the sequel just came out in January, and I want to order that if I like this book so I can read them both and be happy. And I love her Instagram. Her Instagram is Chef's Kiss. Amazing. Love it. If you're not following her, go follow her. And that is We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faizal. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with names. I'm so sorry. This is a enemies to lovers Arabia inspired fantasy with magic and fun and like a brooding prince who has to like go after someone and murder her, and then they end up falling in love, I think. I don't know. I love her Instagram. This book is absolutely gorgeous and I cannot wait to dive into it. This is going to be a fun time. And then hopefully I will love it. I really want to love it. So I can go and get the sequel and I can read that and I can scream about it from the rooftops like I would like to. Because I love screaming up. I love screaming up books that I love. The next book that I have is one that everyone is talking about right now, and I want to be in on the hype train. I want to be in on all of the love. Jessica Williamson literally won't stop talking about this book, which I'm so happy for because I knew it was on my shelf and I can't wait to read it. She literally posts on Instagram about this book all the time. I've been seeing it on Book Talk everywhere. And that is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. This is a YA urban fantasy, I believe. It's a Arthurian retelling, I think. I think it's an Arthurian retelling. I don't know anything about this book. Our main character's mother dies and then she's sent to a fun magic school. And you know, I'm a hoe for magic school, so it's just, I'm so excited. Also, look at the cover. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Oh, I'm obsessed. So yeah, I'll be hopefully reading this one and enjoying it. I'm hoping all these books will really just like hit me where I want them to. The next book that I would like to read is another book that has a sequel coming out, either just came out or is coming out soon, and that is A Song of Wraiths and Ruin by Roseanne A. Brown. This is yet another fantasy. I believe it's West African inspired. Is that what it is? I'm so sorry. And I think it has like a competition game murder fest kind of going on. I'm super hyped for it. I think it has like, you know, Again, I'm not someone who looks into what fantasies are really about. I just kind of go in and read them because I like to, again, let the author tell their story and let it speak for themselves. I actually hate synopses. I think synopses ruin a lot of books. Sorry, not sorry. The next book that I want to read is another book that I got for Christmas. You'll notice all the books that I just showed are the ones I got for Christmas, and that's what I mean. I'm really excited to read these books that I got. I want to read them. And that is Ray Brer by Jordan Ifueko? I'm so sorry again about the name. This is another African-inspired fantasy that has to do with killing kings and killing princes and like fun powers and all that kind of stuff. Love to see it. Love to do it. I've just been obsessed with fantasy. Obviously, I'm trying to get back into reading a lot of fantasy because, you know, your girl is secretly looking for comp titles. Not that my book is... I don't think my book's anything like some of these, but, you know, we're going to call it research, all right? We're going to call it research. And the fact that I really want to read these books. Like, I'm so excited. And look at how beautiful this cover is. Again, covers, they're just snapping with covers. These covers slap. Like, look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love the purple and orange. Purple and orange is some of my favorite combination of colors in like a film and on books. So good. I have 2 more books. Don't worry. We're nearly done. We're nearly there. My second to last, hopefully I will read this book, is Lore by Alexandra Bracken. This is a Greek gods story. Not inspired because it literally has Greek gods in it. This is kind of weird. This one's funny for me because I really want to read this because I have been following Alexandra Bracken since she started writing this one. So she did like a whole like Instagram story like thing over the, you know, months and years it took her to write this book, talking about this book and her plans for this book and how she was writing it and the things that like kind of changed and stuff. So I'm really excited to kind of see the culmination of that because I kind of feel like it's almost like AuthorTube, where like someone in AuthorTube writes a book and then they get it published and like you see their journey with the book. Kind of feels like that with this one. So I really want to get to this one. Also, I love Greek mythology. This is also like has like a Hunger Games kind of vibe, I think. Basically, the gods every 7 years can be killed for their power, I think. And our main character is the last of a long bloodline, and that's one of my favorite tropes. I love last bloodline tropes. I love killing. I almost said I love killing tropes. I love like murdery, I have to protect you now kind of tropes. So, and the last book that I have on my TBR is one that is a book that I've been wanting to read for a while. It is not a new book, however, I still really want to read it, and that is Furyborn by Claire Legrand. I have heard so much about this book, especially recently. I've been seeing it on Book Talk a lot, which has got me re-intrigued in it. It does have the ribbly edges, which I hate ribbly edges. They make me so annoyed. Anyway, so this is another fantasy. I think this is like a dual timeline fantasy. I think it has like angels and like magic sun powers, which I'm so here for. That's the vibe. I started reading this one when I was deep in my reading slump and just never picked it back up again. No fault of the book. I think it was entirely me. So yeah, those are the books that I wish to read in February. Is it a lot? Yes, it's a lot. And I don't expect to get through all of them. These are just the books that I hope I will get to read and I want to read. Let me actually count how many books I have. I have 8 books on my TBR. I read 6 this month. I feel like it's not crazy, but you know, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm also trying to do a video every day in February, so I'll do more reading vlogs for you. So that's my February TBR. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow. Happy vedif!